In between all the hype about Kamala and Trump and Jake Paul and Tyson, there was a congressional hearing basically confirming the existence of aliens.
Non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is not new, and it's been ongoing, and there are unelected people in the government that are aware of that.
Once again, while the world was distracted, it only seems like people who formerly worked for the government are the ones admitting to it. Big surprise there. Former intelligence officer David Grush, who has been on Joe Rogan before, and the former head of Pentagon, Luis Elizondo, continue to claim that the government has been involved in programs where they're trying to reverse engineer technologies that don't seem to have any connection or origins in our modern science.
The government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft, yes or no?
Yes.
In your book, you mentioned government employees who've been injured by UAPs, placed on leave, and receiving government compensation for their injuries. Is that correct?
That is correct.
How can the government deny we have recovered craft if they're paying people because they've been injured by recovered craft?
Ma'am, that's a great question. That's why I think we're here.
They also claim that they've recovered non-human biologics from crash sites. So this doesn't mean aliens, and it doesn't necessarily mean extraterrestrial. We don't know whether or not it's from this planet.
Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
I don't think this is much of a surprise to most of us, and this has been coming out slowly. They've been leaking these things for a long time. The Deputy Press Secretary of the Pentagon, Sabrina Singh, claims that most were identified as balloons, drones, or other mundane objects. A small percentage of them are still unidentified and unexplained. I think what this really emphasizes is the bipartisan division within the government and without the government. One of them is lying.
This is completely absurd. It's nuts, this level of censorship, of redaction on a document. It shows the redaction of how many reports they've collected, for how many years. 2 of the 3 potential explanations are blacked out. The Pentagon, the intelligence community is treating us like children. It's time for us to know the truth about this. I think that we can handle it.
Is it our government's technology? Some foreign government technology? Have we come full circle from the American dream to the Orwellian nightmare?
But you believe that it is posing a threat to our personnel, correct?
Yes, sir.
So I think it's reasonable to conclude that if there is a threat to our personnel who are serving our country faithfully, that there be oversight.
100%, Congressman. And in fact, that's the one thing that we've not talked about enough during this hearing is the fact that the government executive branch not sharing with Congress what it knows about UAP infringes on your legislative and oversight responsibilities to such an extent that's very concerning. I mean, what else are we, if you look at national security or intelligence or foreign affairs or appropriations, you all have oversight and legislative responsibility regarding those. This UAP issue may be the greatest issue of our time, and it's being hid from you.